Give me a second. All right, here we go again. Okay, see this cabinet here? I had stuff in it, okay? I'm trying to clear up my clutter and everything. Quiero limpiar mi shop aquí. So it's just in the way. So instead of keeping it and throwing it, what I mean is instead of throwing it away, I'm gonna take it apart and I'm gonna use the wood here to make shelves on top of my, up there, all the way around. Okay, so that way I don't just create garbage. I have a lot of tools that I need to organize, and I've been doing the best I can. And I got more tools and stuff out here. Okay, so I need to be able to fit everything in here. It does fit, but it just lately I've been having to climb over stuff, and it's not a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna do this here for you. If you want to hear some music, I'll play some songs for you. If not, I'm just gonna continue with music, and I'm gonna show you how to turn that into shelves. Here we go. I need it because I have big saws. See this? This is a Nightmare 5000. Okay, it's the biggest saw that Imer makes. It's professional grade. I don't use it every day, but when I do need it in special jobs, you know, we're fabricating stone and stuff like that, I'll take it out to the job site to me. But as you can see, it's hectic. Okay, it's very big, so I'm gonna put it over there, where that shelf is at, and then that way I knock two birds with one stone. I'll be able to get that saw in there. I'll get rid of that thing there, and then I'll make shelves with all that wood. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I don't want to mess it all up, right? I don't want to mess it all up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it apart carefully. All right, yeah. So that's what the shelf looks like right now. Okay, as you can see, my iron saws don't fit very well, so I'm gonna get rid of that thing there, and I'll be able to put this big one, this big saw I have back here. I'll be able to put that in this space because that thing's just in the way. But I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna recycle it. So I'm gonna take it up carefully. Usually I don't wear tool bags everywhere. At my job site I only use them when I really need them. Like climbing up on that roof I've been doing lately, they get in the way. So I just carry things in a bag because I'm on the roof like this. But for this I'm gonna need a hammer and screwdriver, whatever. So I'll put on my tool bags, take it apart carefully, and then so let's go. These are my tool bags. I carry the very simple essentials. You know what I mean? You always need a hammer no matter what. So I carry a brand new hammer. There's all kinds of hammers for those of you that don't know. Okay, there's all kinds of hammers. So this hammer here, it's got a flat head. See? And it's got the ganchos, the pry bars in the back. But some of them come with squares and stuff cut into them. And those are for framers. Okay, when you're framing and you're going all at it, they cut the hammer in slots so that when you strike the nail, it catches. This one will slip sometimes. See that? Because it's got a flat head. So this is not a framer's hammer. I know that because I used to help framers when I was younger. I learned a lot of stuff from those guys. And now that I'm old now, that's helped me a lot. So shout out to all the framers out there. When I first started doing construction work, I used to do all kinds of stuff. Alright, so I'm back. Did you guys miss me? Alright, sup G, dice aquí Jacob, Jackie? Jack B. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack make sure you uh, make sure you're nimble and quick when you jump over the candlestick. I love hammers. Dude! Alright, you want me to tell you more things about hammers? Okay, dice aquí, hi from Scotland, UK, everyone. And that's from Jeff's YouTube. Alright, Jeff. Okay, you're the guy that was, you were telling me that the White House was made out of, no, that the White House was made by Irish slaves. I think you told me that, right? Is that what you said last time you were here? Yes, hammers. Okay, I'm going to tell you about hammers, everybody. Okay, so what's your name? Your name is Jack. Jack Be Nimble. Okay, so check it out. See this shelf I have here? Okay, I had stuff on there, tools, all kinds of stuff on there, but it's in my way. Okay, it's not doing what I wanted to do. I have a lot of tools that I need to organize a little bit more. So I have this imer here. Okay, this is the biggest all you could buy for fabricating stone. I don't use it all the time, only on big jobs or special jobs. I have the next size down imer. I have all the imers. I have MKs, all that. Anyways, so I had that thing filled up with clutter, and I am trying to organize all my tools because sometimes I'm looking for them, and that's what I'm doing today. Okay, hammers. I'm gonna tell you about hammers. Okay, very simple. On this, taking this apart, I'm gonna use a hammer. I'm gonna need a hammer. Okay, you can't just use any hammer because there's millions of hammers, and I know them all. Watch, I'm gonna tell you. Since you like hammers, I'm gonna tell you all about it. First of all, with hammers, safety first, okay? Watch what you're doing because you could hurt yourself. So safety first. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna be taking this apart. I could just break it with a hammer, right? I could just make it fall apart. And sometimes when you get rid of stuff like this, that's the easiest thing to do. You just go boom, 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 boom. It comes apart and it becomes hella small. Then it's easier to throw away, okay, if it's garbage. I don't want to do that because I want to use the wood to make shelves all the way around my shop. All right, and that way I'll fit more tools instead of, you know, to the side. I'll be able to put them on top. It'll take up less space in my shop, right? Right. So these are my tool bags. I just carry the very essentials. I carry a chalk line. You know what I mean? I need pliers. I need a square screwdriver that's got the Phillips and the standards, and it also takes out bolts. Chisel, because I'm a stonemason, so I always carry a diamond tip chisel everywhere I go. Anyways, I also carry a wrench because you're always having to change the blade on saws. I carry pencils, I carry an extra tape measure, because I always carry a tape measure here. But I always have an extra one backed up, okay? And I have all kinds of shit in here, nails, extra screws, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So I don't wear my tool bags all the time, because a lot of the times they get in the way. But for this, I'm gonna put them on because I'm gonna need my square, I'm gonna need my pencil, right there, so I don't want to be looking for it all over the place. That's one of the reasons why I wear tool bags only when needed. If I don't need my tool bags, I'm not gonna be carrying them around. They're heavy, and basically you don't need them sometimes, right? But for this, it's gonna be more convenient. I'll be able to have the tool that I'm gonna need right there. I just gotta adjust these a little bit more because they're too tight. Alright, so give me just a second, boys and girls. Alright. But anyways, hammers. Okay, there's all kinds of hammers. And I know this because of all my life experience, okay? I've been doing construction work for over 30 years now. Alright, and when I was in high school, I took metal shop, I took wood shop every year, okay? I went to Petaluma High School in those days. And in Petaluma High School, they had the electives. You could take metal shop, you could take wood shop, you could take art. I always took art too, for sure. So anyways, my high school teacher in the metal shop, his name was Mr. Hagen. I'm pretty sure it was Mr. Hagen. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but anyways, This guy would teach us everything there is to know about tools. In those days, I learned how to weld in high school. Mr. Herring, he taught me, right? He taught me how to weld with gas and acetylene. Also, electric, or even the ones with the stick. You feed the stick to them. So he taught us how to do all that shit. One of the things he used to tell us all the time was about tools, which is hammers. I'm getting to that. Are you still here, Mr. Hammer? I'm gonna call you Hammer Time. Jack, be nimble, be quick. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, I'm adjusting my belt because everything that I buy is always the smallest shape. I got a harness for the job I'm doing, and I had to sell it. No, excuse me. I had to set it to the skinniest part. So I'm a small man. But anyways, I'm getting back to hammers. So Mr. Herring, he used to teach us all about tools, especially hammers. All right. So you got your regular hammer. Okay, you got your regular hammer. The basic, most simplest hammer you could have is probably, let me see, just a regular hammer. Okay, this one's also average. This one's average. And the reason why I use this hammer here is because it's got a flat. See, it's flat. Okay, so this is you could do fine work with this. You could call it a fine hammer. Okay, it doesn't leave a mark when you hit it. Some people have the ones that have lines of going across, and they have cubes, and they have point. They're really pointy. Those are framers hammers. The only framers use those because if you miss, pow, you miss. Whatever is there, it's gonna leave a big old mark, a big dent, all that. But the the framers, they need them because they use those 16Ds hammers. Nails all the time. And sometimes they're not putting them up with a gun. I've done that. And sometimes they have to use the hammer because they're going like this, boom, boom, they're moving the wood. Framers are fast. All they're doing is framing, boom, 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 And so that's why they need a framer's hammer, which is the ones that has all the cuts and grooves, all right? Now we have this. This is a ball-pin hammer. It's called a ball-pin hammer because it's rounded on the back, and it's got a round edge, okay? So this one here is especially for blacksmiths or people that work with metal. All right, if you work with metal all the time, you got this one and all the ones. You got the baby one, you got the big ones, you got the monster size ones. And they have to be like this because sometimes you need to shape metal round. This one won't do it. You can control this one a lot better. So that's why you always see them going bing, 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 bing. They switch it, see? I also know because I'm a stonemason myself, see? So I'm using a sledgehammer all the time, see? Look. Okay, that person there is me. They did a movie of me behind a black screen about 25 years ago. And I was going like this, pow, pow, on that rock, and they froze it, like that. And that's how you get that silhouette of me. So that's why I love my logo, because it's actually me. Another thing, I wasn't using a ball pin, and I wasn't using a hammer. I was using a regular sludge hammer, which you can also call a metal mallet. All right, there's a difference there, boys. Pay attention. You also have jackhammers. Okay, jackhammers are the electrical ones. I have a whole bunch right there. You have the small ones, which is I have them here and there. The medium ones, the big ones. Okay, those are jackhammers. You can get a jackhammer that's electrical, or you can get with those big compressors. Okay, the ones that are air fed. You see them on the streets all the time. Those things are probably the best. When I have demolitions to do, I'll rent one of those for one day, and it'll do what we would have done with the old-fashioned way in like a week. Okay, so the air one's the best one. Comes with a big compressor, and all you gotta do is have a good truck, and you can do that. You can use the freaking air-fed compact hammer. Any questions so far? Hammer club, okay. It's our hammer club. Okay, I'm gonna continue though, okay? I'm gonna try to take this apart without messing it up. See, because I could just cut it and I'd be done with it, right? But I don't want to cut it, especially the cheese. Okay, guys, so I could be just relaxing and watching stuff, you know, but I want to get something done, you know, and sometimes you get lazy and shit, so that's why I took a secajillo. I put it in my water, now I'm gonna keep going. Salud. There it goes. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna make shelves out of these right now. I'm not gonna throw them away. And that's the reason why I'm doing this, so I can get rid of this thing here. But I'm gonna use the wood to make shelves. That's why it's handy to have a hammer, because a hammer you can use it as your other arm, and you don't get screws, you know, cutting your stuff. So pay attention, boys. Like the music or not? You know, people on TikTok would be making this right now. When I'm on TikTok, I get a shitload of people watching me. It's great. Now I have the other phone so I can do more. I used to be live on like most of the things, so I better man. Música. Gotta have music. I play music with everything that I do. When I'm See, when I'm eating, for sure, 'cause it makes the food taste better. When I'm working, it makes the day go by faster. Okay, so it's got a chingadera on the back. I'm gonna take it off, but for this, I'm not gonna use my screwdriver. It's gonna take me forever and ever. So you use the drill, okay? I only use these because down there, if you use the drill, especially when you're putting it together, you mess it up. Okay, it's gotta be done by hand. The rest of the screws, I'll use my drill, and now it'll be faster. So pay attention, boys. Even though you have a drill all the time, for those, you professionals don't need to hear this, but regular people, even though you have a drill, sometimes your battery goes dead or whatever, so you always have a backup. Okay, this one has Philip, small and big, and then it's also got standard small and big, and these are good. Everybody uses these. These are regular. They also fit a lot of screws. If you take off the tips, you can take screws off with this one, and it's got another one on this side too. You can take out smaller little bolts and screws. See that? All right. So that's why these are good. Most of the time, the attachments for the drills, they're always this size. So that's why sometimes you put on a screw with a drill, but you just take it off, you don't have a drill, you can use this screwdriver. I use them all the time. Okay, so here's my drill. Now I need the bit that goes in it. For that, what I do is, I always carry a little box like this in my tool bag. I do that because sometimes I need a fill-up, sometimes I need a standard, sometimes you need a number 5, sometimes you need a little 7. So I carry one of each in here, in my tool bags, for whatever reason. Alright, so right now I'm gonna see which one I need. Okay, I need to take out this whole thing. Hey, look, check it out. I drew this hella years ago. I don't know if you can watch it, but look at this. I must have put this thing together because look. This thing is very old. Can you see it? Look, it's my logo. It's the little man. I guess I drew this a long time ago. I did a heart like that. And then it's got the little man going like this. And then it says ReynosoStoneworks.com. Oh yeah, that's my website. If you guys want to check out the work that I do, I'm a master mason, okay? So I do all kinds of, I specialize in stonework. But you can check out my work on www.ReynosoStoneworks.com. You see that? Isn't that badass? Because this thing must be hella old, because I don't even remember putting it together. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to look at all the screws, see which one it is that I need. And I always carry backups. This one right here. Yeah, it's this one over here. Okay, good. See, and that's why I always carry extra ones. And I always carry them in my tool bags because you never know. No one is half the battle. This is G.I. Joe. See, it's just a little box and it's a good go. Okay, you always want to see which way your drill is going. Right now, I'm taking this apart. I was going to throw it away, but I'm going to recycle the wood and make shelves out of it. So, when you're going to throw it away or something like that, it really doesn't matter. But when you're putting it together, it matters a lot. Okay, so that's why you want to make sure which way your drill's going before you start either screwing it on or taking it off or yada yada yada. Okay, here we go. Looks easy, but it's not. See, that's what I'm always drinking Azteca Heal. Because I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Gotta get the job done. Yeah, so if you're interested in any masonry work, stonework, or whatever it is, just give me a call or check out my website. All right. All right. Now, by getting rid of this thing, I'll be able to fit my big kumbi over there. That thing's more important than this thing. This thing's just in the way. That thing makes me a lot of money. And it leaves your jobs that much custom, you know. A lot of people, they don't do, when they cut stone or they're fabricating stuff, sometimes their work doesn't look as good because they don't have the big machines like this. So they do it with this little saw or, you know, the grinder or whatever. But when it's quality work, you have to use the right tools. And that's why Reynoso Stone kicks ass. Bianda Gonzalez, ¿cómo estás? What's happening, baby? Shake 'em, but don't break 'em. Okay, so see, I'm collecting the screws, but it's not to reuse them. It's just so that they're not all over the place, but they're still good in case I did want to reuse them. Ones that drop, don't pick them up. When you're doing stuff like this, the ones that drop, don't keep picking them up because that just takes more energy. Just keep going, keep going. When you're done, just sweep. But see, I try to catch them all. Like Pokemon. Sometimes I do dump runs for people, right? For clients. Most of the time it's just construction stuff, but sometimes I do them favors and I throw shit away. When it's stuff like this, I just use my hammer and break it down, and it's a lot easier to just throw it away. But since I want to reuse the wood, that's why I'm taking it apart carefully. Oh, cuidado. Okay, so there goes my logo. I did this thing a long time ago. I didn't even know it was back here. Can you believe it? Okay, so a lot of the drills, not all of them have it, but mine's, I put this thing on here. See what this thing is? So this is so you can put it on your belt instead of just setting it on the ground. You can actually hook it on, like me. See, that's why I'm always wearing those heavy-duty leather belts, the thick kind, because they're all leather. Because I could always just put my drill back here instead of setting it down here or over there, and then I could just pick it up and boom, 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 vámonos otra vez. Okay. See, this wood is still good. Look at that. See, this is good wood. This is not plastic. I could use it for something. I want to save it for now, but I'm going to use the things for the shelf real quick. So hang on, people. Ta-da! You like it or not? Whatever happened to Mr. Hammer Time? So I'm gonna save the screws just in case. What I usually do is I put them in a little cup. That way if I ever need these kind of screws, it's good to go. I try to recycle as much things as I can. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that people throw away that's still good, and so I recycle as much stuff as I can. See, I can't even tighten this belt anymore. This is as tight as these belts can get, and it's still a little bit. Okay, so anyways, now I look at it again. I took off the thing. It's got clips on the side, so I'm gonna try to take them off again, and then this time they should pop right off. Okay, there's another one over here. Okay, I see what it is. You gotta take it out from the top first, and then you gotta go like this. Then that thing comes off. And I'm not trying to break it because I need the wood. Is it hammer time yet, or what? Okay, so it's got a bunch of screws here that it's probably gonna be in my way, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take them off. This one's a different tip, so that's why I always carry that little box, see? Because it's a different screw now. It's not even a screw anymore. But I always carry extra ones. Except today. This is too short. This is it. See, I try to catch as much screws as I can. The ones that drop, I just sweep later. But I try to catch them before, and that way, because you might step on them or you forget them, and you get a flat tire, and ay. Okay, so let's look at it again. Got screws there. I think if I take these screws off, this thing comes off. So I'm gonna take those off first. That one is a Philip again. There's something awfully smooth going on around here. I took all the bolts already, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 millions. It's still stuck. Because it's got staples. Man, this thing's too loose. I gotta fix it again. That's why I try not to wear too much. a little bit less. And then try it again. Oh yeah, that's way better. Now it doesn't sag. That's another, that's another thing. If you guys are new to construction and stuff, you men out there, you got a construction job and you want to look good, responsible and all that. Whatever you do, don't bring saggy pants to the job site. They'll fire you on the spot and you won't get the job. And if you're at a job interview and you're walking around with sagging pants and stuff, you ain't gonna get the job either. All right, so I don't recommend it. I wouldn't hire somebody if I saw them, sagging to work. All right, so let's see what we're gonna do next. We're going to put this hatch again. Okay, now it's coming apart. See that, right? Looks good. This one's still locked a little bit. Gotta have screws on the bottom. Okay, so I got the leg and I could save this stuff, but I'm probably never gonna use it, so I just put it in my metal pile. Everything goes there. Nearly legs. ¿Qué onda, José Chávez? What's happening, home? ¿Cómo estás, Valley? Ando aquí haciendo some shelves. Taking this old cabinet I had y lo estoy desarmando para usarlo. Le voy a poner more shelves para que me quepa más herramienta. I'm instead of throwing it away, I'm gonna taking it off real carefully, and then I'm gonna use the wood to make more shelves for my tools. So, I'm trying to recycle it. Yeah, this wood's really good, so I'm gonna make some good shelves out of it. Good wood, yeah. Está buena. Oye, va la raza chinga. Agua. Okay, so I took that apart. I took that apart without messing it up. So now I'm gonna use my saw and my drill and everything. I'm gonna start making some shelves over there. So I can put a couple shelves over there and then be able to put some tools up there. Alright? The first thing I'm gonna do is take out the rest of the screws, and then I'm gonna sweep right underneath there so it's clean. I don't do this all the time, so I might as well take my time and leave it clean. It's like when you buy a refrigerator or a stove or a dishwasher, even a toilet. If you're gonna install it, make sure that it's clean first. Even if you have to clean it, just make sure it's really nice and clean before you install whatever it is you're gonna install. Any questions, boys? So I'm never gonna use these bolts. So I'll put them in my metal pile, and that way when I get rid of that metal pile, it's all metal. I'm never gonna use these things ever again. They're not even regular screws. So instead of collecting them, just get rid of them. Trust me, I'm a professional. All right, so let's go. I took it out, took it apart carefully so I can use the wood again. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean that area. Lo voy a limpiar toda la basura, lo voy a barrer y luego ya cuando ponga mi serrucho ya esté limpio allí. Okay? Pay attention, boys. This thing I'm never gonna use again, so this thing I'll throw away for sure because I'm never gonna use it. So putting it somewhere in here is just asking for more garbage. Okay, I'm gonna use that wood that I just took apart to make new shelves. That is garbage. I'm gonna find my broom. Anybody see my broom around? I don't know what this shit is, but I'm gonna throw it away anyway. I'm never gonna barbecue inside my garage, so this is definitely garbage. Okay, one more thing accomplished. How's everybody doing, huh? Okay, let's keep going. See, like me right now, I could say, oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna stop, I don't wanna do it no more. That's why I drink Azteca Heal, because Azteca Heal, you know, it energizes me and it keeps me going until I'm done. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. This big Eimer saw here that I use maybe once a year, maybe not even. But when I use it on big jobs. It's very important. So I'm gonna put it over here with my other Eimer saw. Okay, and then that way I clear up more clutter. So that's why I took that big cabinet that I had. I took it apart carefully. See that there's all the wood right here behind me. I'm gonna use it to make shelves, and then that way I can put that big saw in there. Okay, so let's keep going. That's what I'm gonna do right now. So hang on tight. I'll keep putting on music. The first thing I did was, after I took it apart carefully, it's like clean the area. You don't want to put a refrigerator, a dishwasher, a stove. When you install them, you take the old one out, make sure you clean it really good first before you put the new one in there. So you know about the ratas or spiders, or food, all kinds of stuff. But for this, it's just the clutter that was underneath it, so just make sure you clean first. Okay, I got 64 inches there. I'm gonna measure my saw, and now I'm gonna make sure it fits in there. Slightly before 64, so that makes it gonna fit. My cooler for when I go fishing. Okay, let's keep going. so many salts. I don't know what to do with so many now, man. I should sell some. You guys want to buy salt? Okay, let's keep going. Any questions so far? No? Good, good. You want to change the music? I'll change the music. Open it up. Despacito. Check it out. Okay, let's continue. I think this pinche navaja ya no sirve, but I'm gonna make a few cuts, see if I can do it. Put some screws. that. You're very smart. I thank you very much. Sometimes. Oh shit, they're over here. What do you think they want? Think to pay the migras? Let's check it out, you guys. Remember, bailed me out. Alright. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going here. Sometimes it takes old-fashioned double grease. Okay, that's why I always drink a stick of heels. Because I can be lazy and say, forget about it, I'll do this some other time. Never another time. Check it out, you guys. Put us here. Tuesday, hey everyone. Says Danielle Berry, Sports Highlight. Over here on YouTube. How's it going, man? I'm just kidding. That's not the Huda. It's just one of my neighbors. He bought one of those old cars. They look like cop cars, but they're not. All right. Keep going. Go right there. Don't move. All right. Like that? Right on. Says hi, says aquí. The Clown Girl channel. Right on. I love pretty clowns like you, baby. Especially a pretty clown. I draw clowns sometimes. You know, I'll do the smile now, cry later. Those are the kind of clowns I draw sometimes. You gotta keep going, gotta keep going. Cleaning is also part of working. There's a lot of guys at construction jobs sometimes. They do great work and everything, but they don't clean up after themselves. I mean, like brickwork, stonework. There's a lot of good things out there, but they're sloppy at their quality. What do you say? You say, yeah, you're back. I'm so happy to see you again. Really? Well, I'm happy to see you too. Thank you. The Clown Girl channel on YouTube. Thank you very much. Hey, clown girl, what kind of music do you like, baby? I'll put on a song for you and I'll dance for it. I'm gonna put on a song for you, your favorite one. That phone just fell. That's one of the reasons I haven't been live because I keep breaking phones, clown girl. And so they're expensive. So this time what I'm doing is being more careful. What kind of music do you like? I like the I like the song. It feels like a Mexican song. I like this song. It feels like a Mexican. It is a Mexican song. It's cumbias. Cumbias are when it's got a lot of beat and when you dance, you dance separately, not like like. Kind of like that. Okay, this said, see you soon. I'm gonna eat McDonald's. Go get some tacos. Right, have a good McDonald's then. I would have gone to Mexican food. I think the last time I ate in McDonald's was like 2 million years ago. Okay, enough of cumbias. I had enough of that. Okay, let's have some of this if you like it. Ya, instead of the chimney, ya. Ajá. That sounds great, pero aquí donde estoy hay todo flour y garbage y la chingada. I'd rather have it donde, si no tenemos que fijar un shitload of piedra or something. Yeah, I'll do it right now, so get it. I'll make one. Yeah, what do you think of this? I'll make one right now of me doing this shit and then being live on there so I can explain to the people. You can watch me live if you like to just watch me work. Blah, 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 something simple. That's in a minute. You know, right now I have the Reynoso Stone shirt with the right website. Because my old website is exactly the same as what you put in. It's exactly the same. Yeah, I was looking at it right now, and it's at ReynosoStones.com. It's exactly the same thing. You know, it's got the phone number on it. It's got it on the front and the back right now. This one doesn't. Not on the website. Only on the contractor's license it has that. See, I know that because that's what the contractor's license for. And on that other one, it got canceled. Nobody owns it. I used to have it. Remember when Chris did it for me? Yeah, he never gave me none of that shit, yeah. See what I mean? Yeah, well, Chris never did that to me because I didn't know how to do none of that shit. I'll do it right now. I have it on right now. You saw me earlier on Facebook, didn't you? You saw me earlier on Facebook, right? That's the shirt I'm wearing right now. Yeah, right to it. Right. Yep, let's get the lead right there right away. Okay, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna turn the show off and I'm gonna go inside. I'll send it to you in about 30 minutes. Órale, pues. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna take a break now. John, what's happening? Mr. 505, Harley 505, right? On TikTok, I see that all the time, but on this one, it took me a minute to realize it was you. How you doing? I'm turning this old cabinet I have into shelves so I can put my tools away, and so that way I can have more room. But I'm gonna take a break right now. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll be back in about 30, 40 minutes. All right, you guys? Sorry. Thank you. Bye-bye. I'll be back in a bit. Thank you.